Hi, everyone. I'm the editor at the Minnesota Spokesman Recorder located in South Minneapolis. But before then, I worked with Black Press, and then I worked with the Center for Broadcast Journalism. Georgia was the reason and is the reason why I'm doing the work today. She paved the way for me. I worked directly with her. I was the first person that was hired by her. She saw something in me, and I saw something in her because she was the only person on the ground, in my opinion, when the uprising was happening. And I told her I'd write for her for free. And so we were on the ground together, and she was like, hey, I'm just starting this company, but do you want to write for me part-time? And then that became full-time. I've worked on branding with Georgia. I've sat with her on many meetings, and I just refuse to allow any narrative to be painted about her that isn't positive, that isn't reflective of who she is.
Yes.
She is a leader. She's a truth teller. She's the most consistent person I know. She's very consistent since I first met her to today, and her goal has always been illuminating what needs to be illuminated, illuminating the truth, and standing by that, even if it means putting her in the position that she currently is today. Her value is courage, and so I'm following in her footsteps, even though this is not my lane right here, standing right here. But I think it's really important for us all to come together. I also think it's important that you really decide if your constitutional rights are worth putting your life on the line for, because that's the position that we're put in today. Georgia's amazing. I love her, and I know that her rewards will come back and overcome this because she's done nothing but fulfill her duties as a journalist, and as an amazing journalist at that. So I just wanted to come here and say that Georgia needs to be released, not for any other reason other than she just did her job, and she did it pretty damn well.
Yes, right.
She did.
That the reason that was our last speaker is because that's Georgia's legacy. That's her legacy.
Yes.
When we talk about the work that Georgia Fort does in this community, she makes it so that people can come behind her
Yes.
and do this sometimes thankless job.
Yes.
Y'all need to be real about this. I don't see enough of my colleagues standing up and speaking out.
Listen.
And it's beyond frustrating, it's infuriating that we as journalists aren't taking this as seriously as it is. And maybe if you'd have listened to us a little bit longer, a while back, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Right.
But now here we are. So if you have questions.
What's the charges that they're actually bringing up against her?
Good question.
Good question, right?
Very good question. We do not know at this moment. We can only speculate, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it was just a little bit before 6 a.m., so there's very limited information.
Perhaps for this family, if they're comfortable, have you had a chance to speak with her since the detainment this morning?
She said at this time, no, for those that you knew.
Have any of you guys had a chance to, or what you're doing?
No, we have not. Not since the arrest.
Has the government contacted you at all?
Excuse me?
Has the government contacted you at all with any information?
No, we just know that there's a 1:30 hearing next door across the street.
And a 1 p.m. rally.
And I just want to say something. I want to give a special shout out to Ricardo Media. He's been out here putting a lot of work in as well tonight with that as well. And also, people has went to his house and basically threatened his life, so his life is on the line as well. So all these sycophants individuals that's coming out there, independent journalists, we have to pay attention and be aware and have security around us at all time. And thank you all, everybody, for your work. But thank you, Ricardo.
How will this affect caucus coming up February 3rd?
How will it affect caucuses? That's on y'all. Meaning that's the community's call as to how this affects caucus. I expect the community to do what the community does.
I will say it is time for everybody to organize on all political spectrums. We need everybody to show up
at
and
those
organize at every single caucus. When you show up, they can't talk about you. When you show up, you make a decision. So we need everybody to work and organize, and Minnesotans are doing that, so we need everybody to stand up. And I just want to add one thing. I know most of the local, I don't know the other reporters, I know most of the local reporters. I know you're incredible people. I hope today, as you talk about this, you have an opportunity for the first time not to be covering. You are being covered.
Listen.
So I hope you share to the public what it would mean if you were pulled out this morning at 6 a.m. and your institution was targeted. You were targeted. And to the national press, you do your job as well. But I know some of the local reporters, and I know how difficult it is because Georgia was not just an independent journal. She was among you in many of those corporate media.
Is. We're going to speak in
So,
present
yes.
tense.
So
She is.
She is. So stand with her today and make sure that the headline is not the type of headline that you've allowed for a long time. The headline should be the First Amendment is under attack.
Come on.
That is what's happening. They're
Come
coming
on,
for the
that's
first,
good,
not the
Imani.
second, the first.
That's good.
Prior to these arrests, the judge refused to sign the warrant.
Exactly.
For the journalist. And then in a video, we see Georgia interacting with the agent saying, this doesn't look like a warrant that I should have to open my door for you. Do we know if the warrant was signed by a judge or was it legitimate?
I can't speak to that at this time, and in fact, that's probably a conversation better for when her attorney is ready to speak.
Yeah, I know Harry opened this up for questions, but again, I'll just reiterate to you all that it's very limited information. We want to encourage everybody to show up at the rally today at 1 p.m., and there's a hearing at 1:30 p.m., and that's where we'll learn a lot more information, so we encourage you all to come out for that as well.